We're going to dish out 3 picks that we like for Wednesday and Thursday. First pick that I'm taking, Aaron Judge over a half an RBI at plus 135 odds against the Giants on Wednesday night. I simply grabbed this because the odds were so great. I think that a lot of times when we take these baseball prop bets, if you can get favorable odds that aren't like ridiculous, like super long odds for a player of Judge's caliber, you have to take it. I also think that for the fact that he was just playing in the World Baseball Classic, it helps that he's coming off of playing in a very competitive environment to just jumping right in. I would argue that that's more valuable than having been in spring training. So we'll see if there is some sort of a hangover. I know that sometimes that does tend to happen, but I have a feeling that Judge has an opportunity here to at least get 1 RBI.
It's fine. It's not a bet that I would take after seeing his performance in the World Baseball Classic.
This isn't the World Baseball Classic. He's going up against the stupid Giants.
He's going up against their one Logan Webb, and the Giants, I know they're not going to be great this year. They've had like 80 or 81 wins the last 3 years. He couldn't get the bat off his shoulder, and he couldn't put the bat on the ball. I think he maybe should have taken the WC off. And I honestly also, everyone's treating him like the captain of the WBC team. Why? Because he plays for the Yankees? Guy's kind of shit.
He's the best player in the MLB. What do you mean?
Guy is kind of shit. He's not, but he is. My first
What
pick
does
here.
that mean?
Like, he's obviously not. Like, he can hit 50 homers. He can hit 50 homers. He's got a big arm in right field. Like, I understand he can go up to the wall, rob a catch, and put the contact to the ball. But when you need him in the moment, he disappears completely. My first pick for MLB opening day. Thursday, Milwaukee Brewers giving 1.5 versus the Chicago White Sox. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound. You should bet on the Brewers every single time he's on the mound. He's a top 3 pitcher in baseball. Not a flash in the pan guy. Actually so good, so dominant that even if he gets Tommy John or something like that, he comes back and he's still a freak. That's how good this guy is. Absolute menace on the mound. White Sox, I don't expect them to score a run. They're still rebuilding. The Brewers keep on developing great in-house talent, and then they get shipped off because they can never get right, and they always blow it in the postseason. But one thing they can do is beat the lowly Chicago White Sox. They are a better team, one of the best pitchers on the bump. I can't wait for this one. They're going to smoke the White Sox.
You and I have accompanying bets here for this second one for opening day. You and I both like Cubs minus 1.5 against the Nats. Cubs this year should be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The Nats are terrible. The Nats are so bad.
Come on.
The Nats they're just comically one of the worst rosters, if not the worst roster in the MLB. You know what I'm going to do?
What
I love to do at the start of the season? If I'm on a shit team, I'm going to bet against them just every single day that I get a chance to. Opening day, only a 1.5 point line, 1.5 run line. Absolutely. I'm taking it. You, the Nats fan, you're also taking this bet.
Why are you smiling delivering that? I can hear it in your voice that you're smiling.
Sucks.
You do suck. This Nats team is really, really bad. Number 2 overall pick, Dylan Cruz, not appearing on the opening day roster. He wasn't picked he was picked ages ago, and he still stinks. They got nothing. The Cubs are at least mid to competent, is what I will call them. The Cubs are heartbreakers. Don't get it twisted. This Cubs team will rip you apart through 162 games from March to September. They will absolutely take you on a roller coaster and make you wish you weren't alive at times. But you look at this team. Nico Horner's a stud.
Kind of dark.
Bregman, it's baseball. All right. That's how it goes. Alex Bregman, awesome addition. Pete Crow Armstud is what I'm going to call him, is a stud. He's great. One of the young faces of baseball. I think he's going to emerge as like a Bobby Witt type ascension this year. He's really, really solid. Say Suzuki, I know he's out, but they just got it. They got enough is what the Cubs always have. They always have enough. So I'm going with Chicago in this one. Nats, you can bet against them all year. You probably should. They're just going to be so bad. And they have no pitching, and they have nobody that you know except for James Wood, who will be a Dodger by August.
Last pick, that probably will be the case. The last pick that I really like, Paul Skeens over 6.5 strikeouts at plus 104 against the Mets. Last season, he averaged 10.4 strikeouts through 9 innings per 9 innings. And he has just been a machine when it comes to striking out opposing batters. For him to only need to hit 6.5, he was a guy who very sparingly when I get into the pocket of the summer, and I was telling you this, I take a lot of strikeout bets when I need something to bet on. I prefer it much greater over home run bets, hit bets, whatever it is. The strikeout bets is the one pocket that I hit, and Skeens seemingly is one of the easiest ones to latch onto because if it's as low as 6.5, he's going to be able to knock it. There are so many games last year where if he ends up playing a long enough stretch, he's going well over that number. And the other part of this is also just kind of like my gooberness is that Skeens is on the mound. It's the start of the season. Why not? This is fun. And let's throw it out there that he's going to end up going over 6.5 Ks.
He's the big horse, man. I'm not going to sit here and challenge that. The Mets, leave it on the Mets. Shinji, it's the Mets are fine. They're a fine team, but I don't think they make a ton of noise this year. Hey, enjoy Brett Beatty. Enjoy telling everyone how good Brett Beatty is going to be. And then every Mets fan hates him. I did that MLS at Citi Field. And every single Mets fan was telling me how much they did not like Brett Beatty. And I'm sitting here like, golly, you guys are hard on this guy. Then I watched him and I said, I understand. My final bet here. Tyler O'Neill plus 320 to hit a home run on opening day for the Baltimore Orioles. He's hit an opening day home run for the last 6 years. It is an MLB record. It was an MLB record last year. I want to be in on history again, because if I'm sitting there with my fat ass in my room watching MLB and I'm looking up, I'm like, oh, let's do MLB around the what are they around the league, whatever. Tyler O'Neill does it again for the second straight year. I'm going to be kicking myself.
I took this bet last year. So my only thing though with this is also kind of a goober fun bet because it would just be fun if he did it for 7 years in a row. But at the same time,
hey,
do we really think he's going to get it for 7 years in a row? I felt like a jackass when I took this. I was like, there's no way, but why not? This will be fun.
I took it. Hey, I bet on Nick Castellanos when bad things are happening in the world. All right. So that's what I do.
You openly admit that.
There's a pattern, and bettors are one of the few groups of people understand patterns, and also more importantly, they respect them.